Hi everyone, this is Access Chapter 8, Training Movie number 4, and we left off in Training Movie 3 on Chapter 7, Step 7. So we're on Step 8, which is to create a complex update query. So one of the things, with a complex update query, it's where you update data from one table to another, okay? And one of the things that you have to pay attention to is that when you're updating data from one location to another, that the data types have to be compatible. So they don't have to be exact, but they have to be compatible. And if you take a look at page 459 in your book, there's a table that says the restrictions on data type conversion. So what would happen if you're converting something from one table to another and the data types are not the same, what would happen to it, and if it's even allowed. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to do here. It says create a complex update query that will add the zip codes and update the area codes in the table customer from the table marketing import table. Okay, so create a relationship between the customer ID fields in both tables. Do not enforce referential integrity. The query should include customer ID, customer city, state, zip code, and phone from the customer table. So we're going to use this table to match what we're updating from to. So from the table customer, we're going to, in the customer table, we're going to update with the data found in the marketing import table. Okay, so let's go ahead and start this off. So what I'm going to do first is go in here to Database Tools and the Relationships and create a relationship between customer ID in both. So I don't have this table marketing import, so I need to do a show, find my table marketing import, and add it. Okay, so here it is. So I need to create a relationship based on customer ID between the customer table and the marketing table. So let's just do that. We do not want to enforce referential integrity. It's a one-to-one, that's okay. And then that's what we're going to do. We're going to save that. So now we have that relationship built. So now we're going to create inquiry design, and we want to build it on the customer table and the marketing import table. So let's do that, and so the query should take, this is from the customer table, so we should contain customer ID, customer city, customer state, customer zip code, customer phone. Okay. So customer ID, customer city, customer state, customer zip code, and customer form. Alright, so now if I run it, I'm just going to look at it. Okay, so there's my 15 records. So now I need to do an update, and we're going to update for here, we're going to update it to from table, we're going to update it to, oops. So I am going to zoom so I can have some space. So customer city is going to be from table market MK TG import, square brackets around it, meaning it's a reserved name, means an object name, exclamation point, which is the separator between the table name and the field, So we're saying in here, hey, update this customer city based on the IDs. If the IDs match, we're going to update it to this field to what's found in customer city in import. Okay? We're going to do that for every one of these. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to grab this part so I don't have to keep typing it. I'm going to right click zoom, paste that in, and then this field is cust state, right? Okay, right click, zoom, I'm going to paste cust zip code, okay, zoom, paste cust phone, okay. So we're going to switch to datasheet view just to preview it. Uh-oh. Zip code doesn't look right. So let me zoom here. What do I have wrong? Let's see. So I had a typo here, so I'm going to run this now just to look, not run it, I'm going to view it. So there's all my new fields. Then I am going to, oh, I already saved it, I'm sorry, as QR complex update. We're going to run it. We're going to update 14 rows, yes. And then I can close that query. And I'm done with step 8. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is a delete query that deletes the 2 soapbox products from the table product table and the product description field to the, okay, so add the product description field to the query, use the wildcard and the like function. Okay. So we're going to create a query in design view. Product table, right? Right here from the product table, the 2 soap products. Add the product description field to the query. So I'm going to run it with just that. So if I look through here, I'm going to find the ones that say soap, right? So I don't know if soap's in the beginning. I don't know if soap's at the end. I want it to have soap anywhere in it, so I put an asterisk before and an asterisk after, and then when I click it puts the like in for me. So here's the 2 things that have soap in them. So let me do that again. All I did was do asterisk, soap, asterisk, and that tells them I don't care if it's at the beginning, I don't care if it's at the end, I just need it to have soap in it, and it does. So now those are the 2 fields, 2 records that I want to get rid of, right? So I'm going to switch it to the delete. And now if I run it, I'm going to delete the 2 rows, yes, and we're going to save this as QRY simple delete. And it's done. All right, I'm going to stop this movie. I'm going to do steps 10 and 11 on the next movie. All right, guys, thanks.